but we're very happy to have a number of players here tonight from all over the state of Illinois. We have players coming up from O'Fallon, Dunlop, Chicago. We've got state champions on these teams, state championship coaches as well, and it's just a terrific event, and we'd like to, of course, thank St. Ignatius College Prep for hosting us. They've been awesome, and yeah, we're looking forward to some high-level lacrosse tonight.
Yeah, thanks for being here, and I'm sure all the players for both these games are going to do the same. We're going to have the girls' game first and then the boys. But regardless of who's playing in what game, how meaningful is it to all these seniors to go on, throw their equipment on one last time, and have a run in their lacrosse gear?
Oh, I cannot express to you how excited the players are. Even the coaches are excited, and it's all volunteer. No one's getting paid anything for doing this, but we have over 200 players nominated to play in this game, so it's a very, very difficult to select the team. We only have about 45 players on the field, so they could not be more excited, and I think you'll see that on the field tonight.
Well, Chris, I would ask you for a prediction, but I'm sure both teams are going to have fun, and that's all that matters. So thanks for your time. I'm sure we'll speak to you soon. And stay tuned, folks. All right, we got game action coming up right after this.
Max Heads, custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
From the field to your feed, sports is more than a game. It's a lifestyle. At Frank Arroyo Sports Content, we specialize in creating hype and highlight reels that showcase you and your team's best moments. Preserve your greatest achievements for the world to see and drive engagement on social media. We bring athletes, fans, and sports enthusiasts together in one dynamic community. Because connecting people, sharing stories, making memories, that's what we're all about.
Live from St. Ignatius College Prep, Fornelli Field, home of the Wolfpack. It's the Illinois chapter of USA Lacrosse, boys and girls, seniors, all-star game, brought to you by Recruitlings. It's time to play.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Griffith, and I'm the president of the Illinois Lacrosse Association, the Illinois USA Lacrosse affiliate. On behalf of the Illinois Lacrosse Association, we welcome you to the 2025 USA Lacrosse Illinois All-Star Game for high school seniors. Before we turn to the player and coach introductions, we'd like to thank St. Ignatius College Prep for welcoming us to their beautiful campus, with special thanks to the St. Ignatius Athletic Director Mike Hurley. We'd also like to thank St. Ignatius Girls Lacrosse head coach Audra Kielbowicz and boys lacrosse head coach Seth Molek for hosting the games and for volunteering their time to coach the All-Stars. Thank you all for helping USA Lacrosse grow the game. And thank you to our coaches tonight who have volunteered their talents to salute the seniors as they close out their high school careers. For the girls teams, Audra Kielbowicz, head coach, St. Ignatius College Prep. John Gargiulo, head coach, Downers Grove. Kat Catanzaro, head coach, Lake Forest. And Brandon Moriarty, head coach, Naperville Central. And thanks also to Recruitlings.com for live streaming today's games. These games will be available on the Recruitlings YouTube channel in 2 weeks. Check our Facebook page for information. Thank you, and let's introduce the players for our first All-Star game of the evening.
For the red team, number 24, Maddie Trapp. Number 25, Catherine Granchulik. Number 26, Sonia Kearney. Number 27, Kay Moody. Number 28, Ava Bonanno. Number 29, Gwen Ryan. Number 30, Emma Dwyer. Number 31, Bianca Pandolfi. Number 32, Natalie Miller. Number 33, Gianna Kurelko. Number 34, Bridget Lesh. Number 35, Kylie O'Connor. Number 36, Holly Smith. Number 37, El Condaros. Number 38, Gracie Fabula. Number 39, Sam Moorhead. Number 40, Allison Uchel. Number 41, Ashley Coolin. Number 42, Tessa Williams. Number 43, Julia Gamma. Number 44, Gianna Ferrari. Number 45, Ellie Bonehart. For the white team, we have number 1, Hannah Simon. Number 2, Chloe Mlyniec. Number 3, Stefani Pecaro. Number 4, Ella Callero. Number 5, Erika Kellam. Number 6, Emile Lewis. Number 7, Eileen Hosty. Number 8, Riley Ohrel. Number 9, Kelsey O'Brien. Number 10, Megan Hansen. Number 11, Marissa Rosner. Number 12, Regan Kearney. Number 13, Logan O'Connell. Number 14, Ava Sebben. Number 15, Genna Sulek. Number 16, Katie Ferrara. Number 17, Brenna Campbell. Number 18, Sarah Hammond. Number 19, Ashley Poquet. Number 20, Miller McCarran. And number 21, Riley Clory.
That wraps up our player introductions, so that means welcome into Fornelli Field at St. Ignatius College Prep. We're on the west side of Chicago, where this Fornelli Field will play host to the girls' senior high school all-star game for Illinois lacrosse. We talked to Chris Griffin before, who is the man behind all of this, and he said it himself. So many talented seniors this year that were nominated by their head coaches. It's impossible to roster them all, so the ones you have out here truly are the cream of the crop. They're loaded with all-state, all-sectional, team MVPs, college-bound players, and is the color of jerseys they're wearing. That took me a second as well, don't worry. Looking back for this girls' game, of course, stick with us after the conclusion of this contest. We have the boys' all-star game to follow. But a lot of players that were in this game coming off of the state championship last weekend. That state championship was won by New Trier. The Trevians prevailed in overtime over Loyola by a score of 8-7. The game-winning goal was scored by Ellie Bornhoft. Apologies to Ellie right there, but Ellie scored the game-winning goal in overtime. She's here today, suiting up alongside a couple of her New Trier teammates, and plenty of other talent out here on the field today. As always, this is a YouTube stream, so if I butcher a name or you want to chime in and support your favorite lacrosse player out there, feel free to use the live chat and let us know how things are going. First face-off of the night for the white team will be taken by Logan O'Connor against the red teams. It looks like that is Holly Smith. So we are off and running from St. Ignatius College Prep. Something to note, we were told before the game, this format will be 2 halves, a 30-minute running clock in both. So we're going to see some nonstop action. The clock will be non-stopping as well, and we're off to it already. White team threatening to start. Pecaro's moving through the middle. She shoots and will go off in that back line there. Who's first to it? And white will keep possession. That ball was lost by Kearney. Heading back the other way for the red team, number 33, Gianna Karelko. Cuts back towards the middle, flips to her teammate in the middle, 41, Ashley Coolin. Pass wasn't quite receptive there. Coming all the way out of the goal to ensure that stays with the white team is Riley Ohrel. Plenty of players for both teams, but only one person in goal on the roster for both the white and red team. With the ball right now is Riley Ohrel of the white team. And on the red side, they will have Natalie Meller opposing her in the opposite net. Mlyniec threatening right side. And the white bench gives a wave back and forth with their wands. Very nice. A little bit about Chloe Mlyniec. She attended Marist High School, and she is one of the many players that will be continuing her lacrosse career at the next level. She has committed to Davenport University, which is particularly impressive because she just started playing lacrosse last spring. Face-off taken a little bit too early. White ball. First to act with it for white is once again Logan O'Connor. She's of Hinsdale Central. The midfielder will be attending Indiana University down in Bloomington after she graduates. May have already graduated. I'm not sure when those commencement ceremonies take place. Either way, O'Connor will be a Hoosier in a few months' time. Her white team still threatening. O'Connor's got the ball back. Both teams probably keeping it simple on offense. The white team is doing a 2-3-1 right now, that one being behind the net. Pass back, loose ball, scooped back up. Say hello to Hannah Simon of Oak Park River Forest. It really is impressive, the sheer amount of these ladies out competing today and how many of them are moving on to higher institutions and continuing to play lacrosse. All the work they've put in, not only for their high school teams, but the club teams that they've worked up year over year. Unless you're Chloe Mlyniec, of course, and you just picked up your stick for the first time last year. Ball's in front of the goal, saved a couple times. Natalie Meller showing her prowess in net. We have a whistle for a stoppage in play. A little bit about Natalie Meller as well. She attended Fremd, was goalie there for a couple years. And the interesting thing about Meller, she is heading to Lake Forest College for her athletic career next, but she won't be playing lacrosse. She'll be golfing there. On top of lacrosse and golf, she also played hockey for Fremd over the past couple seasons, where she was also a goalie. Clearly she's good at everything, as you see her out today representing the red team. Meanwhile, back up top, number 15, Genna Sulek. Once back towards the middle. Reverse, shot, high of the nets. White's first to grab it. Closest to the line, they'll keep possession. Back towards the other end. First chance for the red team. Stolen away. Possessing the ball there was Ashley Coolin momentarily. Taking possession back and heading back the other way is Erika Kellam of the white team. And pressure's on. That ball's loose. About the 25-yard line. Red comes up with it. Gianna Karelko is going to size up the defense and she would see what she can do with it. Behind the net now, Sonia Kearney. Kearney, Coolin, now to Gamma, back up top, there's O'Connor. She fights for the middle, finds position, got to the net, goalie came out and she could not finish. Red team's gonna be first to act towards the line and will keep their possession. Quickly acting, shot saved right there. It all happened so fast I couldn't speak. Yet another save though for Riley Ohrel. She herself, another Marist grad, heading to Quincy University to play goalie for them on their women's lacrosse team as well. Apologies, folks. Working through some technical difficulties here. Thank you to the nice folks here at Fornelli Field and St. Ignatius College Prep for helping us work through them. There's a lot of talent on the field, maybe not as much in the broadcast booth. No, I'm not going to say that about myself. We're right back to the action, though. Score still 1-0 in favor of the white team. That lone goal coming from Chloe Mlyniec, as our running clock has us at about 21 and a half minutes to go. White team possessing now with the balls. Kelsey O'Brien once again of Oak Park River Forest. A lot of these teams that you see represented here did very well in these state championships. Of course, New Trier was the team that defeated Loyola in the championship. Third place game was won by Hinsdale Central over Crystal Lake. Not just those teams, though. A plethora of other teams sending more than one representative to both the boys and girls games. Specifically in this girls game, we have a whopping 4 players from Marist, 3 from Oak Park River Forest, 2 from Hinsdale, 2 from Downers Grove North, and I believe 2 of the late additions, Miller McCarran and Riley Clary, are both from DePaul College Prep. With the ball right now from the red team, number 37, Ella Contreras. She passes left side over to her teammate in Maddie Trapp. Ball still backside. Nope, went out. First to act is Trapp. Red will keep possession. So run around the cage, right in front. Shots in the goal. Ripping twine right there, number 29, Gwen Ryan. The Lane Tech grad has the first points on the board for the red team.
Red goal by number 29, Gwen Ryan.
We sit at about 19 minutes remaining in the first half. Score is now 1-1 thanks to the stick of Gwen Ryan. Face off now, white team represented by Megan Hansen. Another Marist, they seem to be everywhere. El Condrados for the red team, hits it in that direction. Her team will keep possession. Left side, Sam Moorhead. Moorhead's from Glenbard West, and she's heading to MIT to continue her lacrosse career. A lot of different schools you're going to hear. There is only one MIT incoming lacrosse player, Sam Moorhead.
Get in her lane, put her up.
Just goes to show you not just the athletic prowess these players have, but the academic prowess. But speaking of that athletic prowess, another white goal. That one looks to be scored by number 1, Hannah Simon. PA announcer makes that official. Simons of Oak Park River Forest, she'll be continuing on to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Pretty good this season for OPRF, and pretty good here. The 5-3 attackers got the second goal on the board for the white team. Still no substitutions yet in this contest, not that I saw at least. This face-off will be taken. It's Megan Hansen of Marist coming out victorious. Referee stopping for a second, and now we're right back to it. Marissa Rosner, near side, going around the world with the cage. Dishes out, reset to the middle, shots above the net. Sarah Hammond, number 18's over there. And she's first to act with it. Back to Simon, she's got 1 goal today. Middle, Hansen. Looks for the angle, back up top. Driving is Poquette. Now she'll go around the goal. Good rotation from the white team there, but also stout defense from their opponents in the red team. Red picks up and will resume from about the 15-yard line. Quickly making it past midfield, Condraros. Top to Moorhead. Continuing on to that far side, she works her way back to the middle. Scooping up the pass from Frieri. Ryan. Red worked it to the middle. Went up and above. Bit too strong. Far side flicking that one towards the middle, and that one's in the net. Quick goal scorings back and forth so far. Genna Frieri of Lockport, the midfielder, notches the second goal of the game for the red team. Frieri was one of the couple additional players that were added to the roster since at least I saw it this morning. The additions for the red team were Julia Gamma, Gianna Frieri, and Ellie Bonehuft. And those additions for the white team were Miller McCarron and Riley Clary. Whole bunch of substitutions for both teams, trying to get everybody involved. So we see another face-off right there on that Wolfpack logo. Pretty solid turnout here at St. Ignatius College Prep. A lot of these players are coming in all across the state of Illinois. Getting their families here is no easy task either. Yet another goal for the red team, this time thanks to number 37, El Contreras.
Goal number 37, Ellie Conderos.
However you pronounce her last name, the goal is pure for the red team. Contreras is from Barrington, and the midfielder is now heading to Maryville University to further her lacrosse career. Maryville is a Division II school, and she has made her commitments, signed, sealed, delivered, everything else that goes along with that. I didn't play in college, so I really wouldn't know, to be fully honest with you guys. Contreras right back at it, though. Try to win the face-off. White team comes up victorious. Quickly down the middle is Kearney. Reverses field, still fighting in the middle. White team, they shoot. Just past the goal and into that nylon cage down there.
Goal number 1, Hannah Smith, Diamond.
That was the speedy Hannah Simon with her second goal of the day. Notches up the score at 3-3. It was a pretty good effort there from the aforementioned Natalie Meller, but Simon, the future Aztec, and she's pretty good at what she does. What can you say? Sulek and Contreras will fight on this face-off. The sheer speed and athleticism of these athletes on display. I can't even get a word out, and there's another goal. Number 37, El Contreras, her second goal of the day. Red team's up 4-3. Our running clock shows just under 12 and a half minutes to go in this first half. So as we sit, 4-3 red team. Those red goals, 2 from El Contreras, 1 from Gwen Ryan, 1 from Gianna Frieri. Their opponents in the white team, 2 goals from Hannah Simon, 1 from Chloe Mlyniec, excuse me. I was talking about the athleticism of these girls and then these boys later tonight as well, but proof is in the pudding if you're not only watching this game, but by where all of these girls are going to be heading to school to further their lacrosse careers. And just looking at some of these schools on here, San Diego State, we have Davenport, Rockhurst, Lewis, Quincy, Xavier, Akron, Marquette, Central Michigan, Coastal Carolina, Butler, Austin P, all of the above. All you need to know, there's a lot of talent out there on the field, and you guys are certainly in for a treat for the rest of this first half and then a half hour in the second. Sebben dishes to Hammond. She gets back towards the middle. Bouncing ball is correctly saved by Meller. She'll fish it out to Gwen Ryan, one of the goal scorers in this game already. Up ahead, Maddie Trapp. Defending her, Emily Lewis. The dish to Frieri. Shot goes wide. Red's right there to snag it up and keep their ball. Trap around the world. Tipped off of the wand of Ohrel. This time it's White that retains possession. Slicing through two defenders. And then getting fouled right there is Callero. That's Ella Callero of Oak Park River Forest. Yet another OPRF Husky. Ella's heading to Western Michigan once she's out of here and all graduated from OPRF. And her teammate on the white team, Emily Lewis, up ahead to Hammond, back middle to O'Connor. Fighting in the middle is Kearney. Tough defense there from the red team. Waving that stick around and shooting again. Hannah Simon. This time it is saved. Showing the prowess there, Natalie Meller once again. White keeps it in, or looking to keep that pressure up. Thought about shooting that right side, now kicks it out. Simon's at the point. Couple of fakes there from Kearney. Wanted to find her teammate in Pecaro on that right side. And even though White was first to the ball there, it was not on a shot attempt. So it doesn't matter who's first. If you throw it out of bounds on a pass, other team's going to take the ball. I'm sure most of you watching knew that, but for those that didn't, I do what I can. Red's already threatening on the other end. They move fast. Bobbing, weaving through traffic. Gargiulo still had it, now gives it up. They'll go around the net, try to go that near post. And choosing to be patient with it as the red team. Gargiulo connects. She'll slow down and set the pace. Shot again. Successful save. Riley Ohrel. Player that shot that, though, Catherine Gargiulo of ETHS. The attacker's heading to Kenyon College. Again, another player that's moving on to the next level. White's quickly the other way. Red will get to that one first, I believe. Is it their ball? Yes, it is. Gargiulo heading to Kenyon College. And her teammate that just got up off the ground right there, Kay Moody from Mother Macaulay High School. Heading to St. Louis University. Schools all over the country on this one. Ohrel with a save. Looking to get out in transition. Her teammate, Riley Clary of DePaul College Prep. Clary, the midfielder, still got it. Up ahead, deflected, actually stolen outright. Coolin's got it off to the races. Spin move gets her free. She's got a lot of real estate ahead of her. Lesh passes it to the middle. Moorhead taking it. Moorhead with a look at the goal. Will shoot. Tough defense, bounces off, and then bounce off the post, back out to the right. Red's first to the ball, and they'll be first to act. Four to 3 in favor of the red team. 6.5 minutes remaining in this 30-minute running clock first half. In the middle, shot, fake it. This time it's good. 39, Sam Moorhead, her first goal of the night.
Goal number 39, Sam Moorhead.
Glenbard West's finest, Sam Moorhead. It's the red team a multi-goal lead early in this one. Early-ish, 6 minutes to go in the first. We'll get some substitutions for both teams once again. As it stands now, red leads white 5-3. Back to the center circle for the face-off. For the white team, I see it's Megan Hansen taking another on the attack. Let's see who is beside her in a second. Taking and nearly winning that was El Contreras, one of the multi-goal scorers of this game. And White wants that goal back. They're threatening. Hannah Simon's got 2 goals in this one. She'll dish to her left and Megan Hansen. Hansen thought about it. Back out to her teammate, Poquette. She dives in, reverses. Simon inside at Poquette. She has a look at the goal. Saved off the toe almost. Another save for Natalie Meller. Simon fights in, shoots. That's goal number 3, Hannah Simon. Ripping twine the 3rd time tonight.
Goal number 1, Hannah Simon.
Reduces the red team's lead to 1. It's 5-4. Time keeps ticking. We're just about 4 minutes to go in the first half. I also take this moment to recognize the coaching staffs of both these teams who volunteered to be here tonight, as Chris mentioned earlier. On the white team, coaching up the white team, Audra Kielbowicz of St. Ignatius and John Gargiulo of Downers Grove. Opposite them on the red side, Kat Catanzaro of Lake Forest and Brandon Moriarty of Naperville Central. So a huge thanks to them. They are here out of nothing but love and passion for the game, and to allow these girls one last chance to suit up in their lacrosse gear while they're still a high school standout. That shot from Stefani Pecaro goes wide right of the nets. I'm going to try and give everybody a shout out on this broadcast at least. They work so hard to get here. At the very least they can do is get their name mentioned once or twice. So Pecaro, if I haven't mentioned already, Glenbrook North, she's heading to U of I. The Illini got a good one in Pecaro heading their way. Bouncing ball scooped up by Red. Wanting to get out in that left side to flank, just over the head of Catherine Granchulek. That ball actually stays in. White very content with getting this ball out in transition and running. Simon, 4th goal of the day, ties this one up.
Goal number 1, Hannah Simon.
And the PA announcer makes it official. OPRF's Hannah Simon, 4 goals so far in this contest. Her white teammates, they step up. White could run away with this one, although it is still a 5-5 game with just 2 minutes to go in this first half. Reminder for those just joining us, we're going to have 2 30-minute running clock halves. This first one is coming to an end soon, but it's been a very action-packed half. 5 goals apiece, a lot of multiple goal scorers, and by a lot, I guess I mean 2. Good job, Andy. Hannah Simon just had her 4th right there, but making it 5 for the white team is Chloe Mlyniec with her lone goal of the contest. On the red side, El Contreras has 2 goals. And Sam Moorhead, Gianna Frieri, and Gwen Ryan all with 1 apiece. And that's how we got to 5-5. Rosner had it, dish, back to the middle, knocked down. Ball still loose. Red's first to swallow it up, that's Kylie O'Connor. Out and running now, another Red player. Sonia Keenely had it. Whistle blows that play dead, although she's still running with it. And we're just going to keep it ripping. Why not? To the middle. Shot. Saved. Riley Ohrel. Brick wall in that net at times tonight, and she showed how good she is right there. Dangerous pass is completed from Ohrel, and now off and running, Megan Hansen. Hannah Simons, looking like the MVP tonight, almost stole that loose ball back. But heading directly up the gut with just 20 seconds to go. The folks on the red team. "10 seconds. White will maybe try this one more time. Might have to shoot from distance here, but here they go. There's Hannah Simon. Up ahead. White's going to shoot. Saved directly into the netting of Miller's stick. And that was a big one. That keeps the game tied at 5 goals apiece between the red and white all-star teams here at Fornelli Field. We're going to take a short break, folks, but we got 30 more minutes of girls all-star lacrosse coming at you right after this.
Got more shots of the refs than the theater.
Max Heads, custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
From the field to your feed, sports is more than a game. It's a lifestyle. At Frank Arroyo Sports Content, we specialize in creating hype and highlight reels that showcase you and your team's best moments. Preserve your greatest achievements for the world to see and drive engagement on social media. We bring athletes, fans, and sports enthusiasts together in one dynamic community. Because connecting people, sharing stories, making memories, that's what we're all about.
Welcome back to Fornelli Field at St. Ignatius College Prep in Chicago, Illinois. My name is Andy Diedrich, and you are about to pay witness to the second half of the Illinois High School Senior Girls Lacrosse All-Star Game. It's lived up to the hype so far, certainly. A 5-5 score at the end of the first half. It is the next 30 minutes that will dictate which All-Star team comes out on top in their final game of high school lacrosse. Quick recap of how we got here. Definitely a back-and-forth battle for sure. And some notable names, though. Hannah Simon of the white team, 4 goals. OPRF Simon will be heading to San Diego State and play for the Aztec women's lacrosse team. She's certainly showing why they offered her right now. That 5th goal from the white team, Chloe Mlyniec of Marist, will be heading to Davenport University. On the red side, El Contreras has 2 goals. She'll be heading to Maryville. And her teammates on the red team in Gwen Ryan, Gianna Frieri, and Sam Moorhead, a goal apiece. Second half action starts. The second half of 30 minutes running clock has started. White team has the ball as it stands. Taking it across the midfield line. Brenna Campbell of Kenwood Academy. Up ahead, there's Simon. One more dish. Loose ball scooped up by the red team. Allison Uchil of St. Charles East. Long pass ahead. It is grabbed by 44 Frieri of Lockport. Frieri wanted to hit, cutting in from the corner there. No dice. The other thing to mention, kind of spoke about it before, but aside from these high school teams all these girls play on, an overwhelming majority certainly had some experience playing on club teams all throughout their youth and high school careers. So just assume they've played a lot of lacrosse in their careers so far, and they've racked up countless awards upon awards. And it's all paying off right now in this senior all-star game. But don't tell them that now. They're not content with just coming here and showing up. Well, all these girls want to win. Slowing it down for the white team, Sulek of Stag in Sandburg Coop. Now behind the goals, Mlyniec, she's looking for a second. Nope, we'll dish to O'Connor. Logan O'Connor of Hinsdale Central, one of a couple girls from Hinsdale. She shoots, gets blocked. Follow-up attempt is pure. Logan O'Connor, the Hinsdale Central graduate, breaks the tie here early in the second half.
15, Genna Sulek.
I could also be incorrect, and that goal could be...
13, Logan O'Connor.
I spoke too soon. Me and the PA guy really aren't having an agreement right now, but that goal is credited to Logan O'Connor of Hinsdale Central. Momentarily, that goal was awarded to Genna Sulek. But it's a team game, and, you know, sharing's caring. Something along those lines. Sulek, the almost goal scorer there, we brought up before, is committed to Butler University. Will play on the women's lacrosse team there for the Bulldogs. Again, so many different schools and future plans involved for everybody that's out here in the field today. But it really is quite impressive how many of them are continuing on to play lacrosse, whether it's Division III, Division II, or Division I. It's a beautiful thing to see. And that's a beautiful goal right there from the red team. That tie was not broken for long.
Goal number 26, Sonia Keneally.
It is given to Sonia Keneally of New Trier, the state champion herself. One of a couple Trevians that made the trip down for this all-star game. Keneally makes it 6-6, and she is committed to go play at Tufts. Tufts University or college. Tufts. You guys know Tufts. Right back to a face-off. You know, for an all-star game, these ladies are sure showing some pace, some determination to win. Not taking any possessions off, just getting right to it, and perhaps being a little too eager there on that face-off was Genna Sulek. So we'll try again. It's Sulek opposite of Bornheft. And Sulek wins the real face-off this time. She sprints down far side. Cutting back towards the middle. Wants to find her teammate and does, but it's off the chest. Yet another save credited to Natalie Meller. Pecaro almost had a steal right there that would have been some dangerous territory for the defending red team, but right now they're off to the races on the other end. Frieri, real estate in front of her. Will she dish? Will she shoot? Tried to dish it. Too wide of her teammate in Gwen Ryan. Restart. Red can't capitalize on the goal there. Credit to Ohrel in the net. She's defended that cage pretty well all night. We still stand at 6-6. O'Connor to Poquette. She fakes, hurls, scores! Poquette, first goal of the game. 7-6 in favor of the white team. Ashley Poquette, graduating senior from Downers Grove North, the midfielder committed to Eastern Michigan not too long ago. It's yet another state that's crossed off of the, if anyone's playing bingo out here for where all these players are going in the future, you certainly have a pretty full card already. Wasn't able to get information on where every single player is heading, but like I said, I listed off some of the schools earlier, and some more that I haven't already mentioned. We have Maddie Traps going to Pomona Pitzer. We have Eva Bonanno's going to the University of Michigan. Emma Dwyer's going to Michigan State. Bianca Pandolfi's going to The Ohio State University. You have just such a grab bag, whether it's Big Ten. Honestly, that was the first conference I thought of, and I didn't think of anything else. But you guys know what I mean. It's really impressive, the sheer array of colleges and future plans that everybody out here in the field has. It's not worry about the future, it's worry about the present. Possessing right now, Ella Callero, middle for the white team. Number 17, Brenna Campbell of Kenwood. He trips and falls and maybe was dinged up a little bit by Gianna Karelko, but knowing it's an exhibition, showing some good sportsmanship right there. White restarts. Left side, O'Brien of OPRF. O'Brien set to be a Zip. The Akron University Zips will welcome O'Brien this next year for their own women's lacrosse team. I believe that's the first penalty flag I've seen all night. I guess the second. We just saw a restart down there. And right at it is the white team. That's another goal for the woman wearing white.
Ashley Poquette.
Poquette's got her second of the night in as many shot attempts. That should push the white team lead now to 2. 8-6 in favor of those wearing white. Our running clock has us just under 22 minutes remaining. Maybe potentially a couple subs here for Red. Looks like they're going to make some. Put the pressure on and keep this a competitive contest. I'll also take this time, a quick shout out to our entire Recruitlings crew here today that's making this broadcast possible. To my left, our technical director, Marlo Raichi. Upstairs, working the camera, Eric Raichi. And you've probably seen him in the background of a couple shots. Our man on the field, Frank Arroyo. It's truly an unsung hero. Referee really making sure this face-off is of legal caliber. White team's going to run with it. McCarron dished it up ahead. O'Brien wants it herself. High of the net. White couldn't get there first. And Meller will get it in her fishnet, and we'll start from the opposite side of the field for the red team. Meller looking for an opportunity, goes high, but possessed. That was Trapp who had it first. Now sprinting down the center is number 34, Bridget Lesh, also of ETHS. We mentioned the white team and the different high schools that sent multiple players for the white team. On the red team, there is 3 players from ETHS, the aforementioned Bridget Lesh right there, alongside her teammates Catherine Granchulek and Kylie O'Connor. Bennett Academy sent 2, Maddie Trapp and Gianna Karelko. The Lions of Lyon Township also sent a pair. That being Emma Dwyer. And there's another one on here somewhere. There she is, Ashley Coolin. Coolin and Dwyer, both the Lions Township. We mentioned the new Trier ladies already, fresh off of their state championship victory. And then 2 from Fremt. Number 43, Julia Gamma, a late addition to this game. And the woman that's been patrolling the net all night, Natalie Meller. There's our camera work from Frank Arroyo, our on-field correspondent, if you will. Frank does some great stuff with us and on his own. We're happy he's here tonight. Nice field side view of the red team threatening here, and they have a chance to score. The shot is directly into the back of the net. Red team's making this a contest, folks. It's now 8-7, still white team leading.
Number 27,
Kay Moody's credited with ripping nylon there. Moody's from Mother Macaulay High School. She stands at 5'6", plays the attacking position. We said this before, but she'll be heading down to St. Louis University. Just a quick drive down 55 for the Moody family. Back in the center to face-off specialist. Megan Hansen of Marist for the white team, up against El Condrados of Barrington for the red team. Again, very closely officiated contest. I believe it was the NFL referee Ed Hockley who once threw a flag in the Pro Bowl and said exactly what everybody was thinking. The first thing he said on the mic was, yes, there are penalties in the Pro Bowl. So yes, there is officiating to be had in the girls' All-Star Lacrosse game. Who would have thought? Red team wants to tie it up. They're down a goal. Sprinting in is Condraros. She wants her third today. Tipped up high, but it is given up by red. And the white team, of course, looking to extend that 1-goal lead, one of the most dangerous leads you can have in a sport like lacrosse. Granchulek sizes up. It was opposite the screen from her teammate. Coolin. Wade swaps spots around the net. Wants to shoot, defense is there. Still looks like she wants to take aim. And now firing low, but savable, and indeed was saved. And that huge sword, running out of names other than stick here. Coming very far out of net and having some fun with it there. Riley Ohrel with a little over-the-shoulder action. I think if White scores here, got to credit with an assist just for the sheer sauce of it all. Loose ball back in the hands of White. Simon crosses, shoots, stopped. Once again, Meller. Mlyniec wants to flick it towards the goal. Defense is there. Gets a screen from a teammate in Sulek. Far side, White taking their time a little bit with this after getting this possession off a transition. Simon's got 4 today. White showing some unselfishness, getting everybody a touch here. The whole trade a good shot for a better shot. Hansen lost it. Poquet wants number 2. Fighting with the defense. She'll take aim. And that one's in the back of the net. Ashley Poquet, 3rd goal today, excuse me.
Goal number 19, Ashley Poquet.
That is confirmed. The future Eastern Michigan student and lacrosse player has now opened this one up. It is a 9-7 game, is that correct? 9-7. Sorry, folks, math wasn't my strong suit in school. But we figured it out regardless. 9-7, a 2-goal lead for the White team. That running clock shows we're now past the halfway point in this second half. Poquet went to Downers Grove North. She's joined on the White team by her teammate in Erika Kellam. We said Poquet's heading to Eastern Michigan. Kellam herself going to Rockhurst University, a Division II school in Kansas City. White's threatening again. Had a couple cutters down the middle. Couldn't field it cleanly. Red knows time of the essence, and they act as such. Possessing Gargiulo. She's tripped up from behind, a bit too physical there. Brenna Campbell, the midfielder, committing the violation there. Campbell herself of Kenwood will be heading to Lander University to play lacrosse there. Back in the middle, no one was there for a second. Falling down and collecting herself, Gracie Favela. Haven't said her name today, getting her involved, and she might have a good chance with it right outside the crease. Gracie Favela standing at 5'10" from O'Fallon Township. Can she make this a 1-goal deficit for Red? Back towards the middle, she spins, met from some tough defense, the aforementioned Campbell. And yet another whistle to stop play. Red adamant that they are going to cut this to a 1-goal deficit here and now. Gracie Favela, near side, awaits the referee's whistle. She'll flick it, but the defense and overall presence of Riley Ohrel there to stop her. Play continues under 12 minutes to go now in this women's all-star senior lacrosse game. White still threatening. We get an on-field view, rather, of this White attempt. Over the net there, and White was first to it. They'll keep possession. Rosner was the one that took aim and fired. Collecting is Pecaro. She looks, finds an angle, and hits it. Stefani Pecaro, her first goal of the night.
Goal number 3, Stefani Pecaro.
The sole representative of Glenbrook North High School is coming in clutch right now. That lead for the White team balloons to 3. It's 10-7. 10 or so minutes to go in this contest. I think the play speaks for itself, but I'll go ahead and call attention to it. Just so many different ways and varieties that we've seen all these ladies out here score in. And not only that, the defense has been just as stout as well. It's not that all of these, there's been 17 goals scored in the game. All of them have been impressive, and not a single one has come easy. And looking to make that 18 goals. Here comes the red team, possessing, Frieri. Middle, shooting, scoring, 35, Kylie O'Connor. It's 10-8 now, white team. Red putting the pressure on and finding success late in this one. Kylie O'Connor, one of those trio from ETHS. She's heading to UC Santa Barbara for her continued education there. Once again, that's another state off the bingo card. California, Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana. There's probably more I just forgot, to be fully honest with you guys. Logan O'Connor's got a goal today, wants to make it 2. Right now she's looking for a passing lane, finds it. Swings to O'Brien. Far side threatening, wanted to go behind the net. Just up and over and off the back line. So Red's going to get another chance real quickly here. They do have to act fast. 8 minutes and 40 seconds the Jumbotron at Fornelli Field here shows. Red couldn't keep that one in, however. And if there's any question about how badly all the players out here do want this, even though it's an exhibition all-star game, looking at both benches right now, they mean business. As good of a time this could be to tell jokes or recount stories of days past, they want to win this. And certainly White does. They net yet another goal to extend their lead to 3.
Number 12, Regan Kearney.
It is Regan Kearney of Hinsdale Central. The future Hoosier, first goal of the night, second by the Hinsdale Central pair on the white team. Kearney's teammate Logan O'Connor scored earlier in the first half. Non-stop action continues. 14, Ava Sebben. She's from Montini and will be playing at Coastal Carolina come next year. Kearney up, down, shoot, score. Her second goal in as many minutes, it seems like. And the white team with the chance to really pull away in this one. It's 12-8 in their favor. Get a bit of a platoon swap here for the white team. Coming on by my eyes, Hannah Simon, Chloe Mlyniec, and numbers 18 and 19, Sarah Hammond and Ashley Poquetz. Sarah Hammond, haven't said her name much tonight. She's from Lake Zurich, and the midfielder is committed to continue her lacrosse career at The Ohio State University in beautiful Columbus, Ohio. Is it hard to tell where I went to school? I do not think so. Another face-off at the center here. Again, referees being very particular with it, because if you can't referee an all-star game closely, what other games can you? Red team's quickly trying to knot this one up. Bornheft had it. Now it's behind the net. Coming back out, cutting middles, the red team. They shoot, and that's one of the deficit they just made up. Need to double check who scored that.
30, Gianna.
It is indeed Gianna Karelko of the Bennett Academy Red Wings, cutting the red team's deficit now to 3. 12-9. White team still lead. 5.5 to go. The goal scorer right there, Gianna Karelko, is committed to become a Bearcat at the University of Cincinnati. I believe she's the only Cincinnati player that's heading there. Thought we had somebody else heading there potentially. I guess we do not. We have just about every other school on this list, as previously mentioned. Loose ball quickly shut down. And we'll try again. Karelko of the red team in the circle right now. She's heading up against... Yep, it is Logan O'Connor. Karelko's the victor this time. Bornheft, she'll shoot. Saved once again. One of the unsung heroes of the game, Riley Ohrel. They're behind the back pass, because why not, right? If there's any time to showboat, it would be at Fornelli Field in the All-Star game. I fully support this. Going back to the player that took that shot at Ohrel, though, Ellie Bornheft of New Trier was the one that scored not just the game-winning goal, but the state championship-winning goal in her team and New Trier's victory over Loyola in the state championship last week. Those took place at Hinsdale Central. And in overtime, Ellie Bornheft lifted New Trier by a score of 8-7. Certainly one of the bigger goals she'll score. She's still looking for one today as her team has it right in front of the net. And there is a ball that is in the back of the cage there. We had a stoppage beforehand, so we'll take that back out. And first to act with it will be Catherine Granchulek once again. And her team have to go quickly. 3 minutes, 10 seconds, and counting. Saved once again by Ohrel. Karelko, bouncing ball up and over. White's got it, and they can sit on this for as long as they really want to, it looks like. And doing just that, stepping out of the crease, is Riley Ohrel. I actually don't think I've brought this up about Ohrel. She's from St. Viator and will be playing at Xavier. The Musketeers got a good one in Ohrel. Well, hey, there you go. She's going to Xavier, and we have Gianna Karelko going to Cincinnati. They're going against each other tonight. They're soon to be rivals at the next level. White team threatening. A couple of fakes brought on. Wanting to get in on that flanking far side. But Red was a little physical in the process. Shooting right past the goalie and into the net. That'll pretty much do it and secure White team's victory here. Megan Hansen, number 10. Notches the 13th goal of the night for the White team. They lead 13-9. The White team bench in front of me all rowing the boat with their sticks. It certainly seems like they have this one all wrapped up. Less than 90 seconds with that running clock. So a couple other names that we haven't mentioned tonight, but they are committed to playing at the next level and wanted to give them a shout out. Ella Callero's heading to Western Michigan. Erika Kellam's going to Rockhurst to play lacrosse. Emily Lewis to Lewis University. How funny is that? Eileen Hosty of Marist going to Quincy. Riley Ohrel's going to Xavier. Kelsey O'Brien's going to Akron. Megan Hansen be a Golden Eagle up at Marquette in Milwaukee. Marissa Rosner, Central Michigan. Ava Sebben's going to Coastal Carolina. That shot goes above and I think hit that top bar just a little bit. Genna Sulek to Butler. Katie Ferrara to Austin P. Brenna Campbell to Lander. Sarah Hammond's going to Ohio State. Ashley Poquette's going to Eastern Michigan. Again, there's maybe a couple that I've missed, but I think at this point it's fair to assume that most of these ladies are heading to further not only their academic careers, but their athletic ones after high school. Say the same for the red team as well. Maddie Trapp, Pomona Pitzer. Catherine Granchilek, Kenyon College. Sonia Keenley's going to Tufts. And I could go on and on for that. However, that final horn makes it official. The white team takes this all-star exhibition over the red team by a score of 13-9. So much talent on both ends of the field. It's actually wild that one team had to win with how amazing and splendid all these players have been for their respective teams this year, but it is the white team coming out victorious. Scoring the most goals in this one, number 1 for the white team, Hannah Simon. She's from OPRF with 4 goals today. Certainly made some noise out here at Fornelli Field. The goalie that was standing in net and taking all those shots to the chin. Credit to Riley Ohrel of St. Viator. Comes out with a win here for the white team, and what else can you say? Fun was had by all. I hope you guys had some fun for the girls' game. We're going to watch them shake hands at midfield right now, and I guess there's some foreshadowing. The boys are already in uniform and are about ready to rip after this. We'll take this time in between games to thank U.S. Lacrosse, everybody within the state of Illinois lacrosse that made this possible. Thanks to St. Ignatius College Prep hosting this at Fornelli Field. Thank you to Frank Arroyo, who's out in the field getting a great shot of both teams right now after their all-star performances. And with that being said, we're going to take a quick break, but stick with us, folks. Girls' game's all over. Boys' game's coming up right after this. I was just bullshitting. I'm sorry. I don't know if it was good or not, but. Back at Fornelli Field at St. Ignatius College Prep. My name is Andy Diedrich, and welcome for our second installment of the Illinois High School Senior Lacrosse All-Star Games. We saw the girls play, ladies first, of course, and now it's the boys' time to shine out here at Fornelli Field. We got a lot of talent on both teams, just like we did in the girls' games, so stick with us as we get through our player introductions, PA stuff, everything else that goes along with an all-star game of this caliber. We're going to get right to it, folks, so stick with us. We'll be right back.
Time for all the penalties we got.
Good evening.
Most of all, we pray for the safety of all of our players and teammates.
My name is Chris Griffith, and I'm the president of the Illinois Lacrosse Association. The Illinois USA Lacrosse
And now you're out. You can't play.
Association. We welcome you to the 2025 USA Lacrosse Illinois All-Star Game for high school senior boys. Before we start the game, we'd like to do a few thank yous. First to St. Ignatius College Prep for welcoming us to their beautiful campus, with special thanks to the St. Ignatius Athletic Director Mike Hurley. We'd also like to thank St. Ignatius Girls Lacrosse Head Coach Audra Kielbowicz and the Boys Lacrosse Head Coach Seth Mlyniec for hosting the games and for volunteering their time to coach the All-Stars. Thank you all for helping USA Lacrosse grow the game. Thanks also to our coaches who have volunteered their talents to salute the seniors as they close out their high school careers. For the boys teams, Adam Dixon, New Trier, Charles Kidder, Lyons Township, Jordan Bobo, Neequa Valley, and Nate King of Lake Forest. We'd also like to thank Recruitlings for live streaming the game and for posting the game on YouTube.
I'm going to go to the other side because these guys run out and they will back me up.
For the red team, number 3, Thomas Sutters. Number 23, Andrew Latham. Number 24, Aiden Hughes. Number 25, Owen Barth. Number 26, Thomas Bartenhagen. Number 27, Nick Cozy. Number 28, Jack Fischel. Number 29, Jonah Frank. Number 30, Jack Kenny. Number 31, Copeland Odinger. Number 32, Ben Spritz. Number 33, Lucas Winkleman. Number 34, Cohen Osterman. Number 35, Maxwell Strong. Number 36, Michael Taucher. Number 37, Aiden Weishar. Number 38, George Wright. Number 39, Braden Bartlett. Number 40, Bart Bushnell. Number 41, Number 42, Matt Klein. Number 43, Dean Lane. And number 45, Daniel Van Camp. For the white team, number 1, Jack Hartman. Number 2, Brody Netsky. Number 4, Dylan Allen. Number 5, Benny Vestery. Number 6, Cameron Crew. Number 7, Charles Foley. Number 8, Trevor Marte. Number 9, Andrew Mullen. Number 10, Nicholas Seidman. Number 11, Garrett Wells. Number 12, Max Branson. Number 13, Max Gimbert. Number 14, John Hughes. Number 15, Colin Koltgen. Number 16, Cooper Miller. Number 17, Trip Arnold. Number 18, Asher Booz. Number 19, Andrew Einfalt. Number 20, Xander Gorman. Number 21, Sean Koltgen. Number 22, Riley Mitchell. Number 23, Ian Schnitzline. And number 28 in goal, Nathan Peak.
And with that, it looks like we're going to get right to the action, folks. Welcome in for this presentation of the Illinois High School Seniors Lacrosse All-Star Game. I think they just played rock, paper, scissors for that first face-off there. And if that's going to set the tone for this one, it's certainly going to be a lot of fun here at Fornelli Field on Chicago's South Side. So for the girls' game, we had two 30-minute running clock halves. Right now, on the scoreboard here at Fornelli Field, it shows 15 minutes in the first quarter. However, nobody's hit start on that, so we'll await to see how exactly this game will be formatted. But the important thing is we're off here. There's a lot of talent on both these white and red teams from all over the state of Illinois. Tons of MVPs, all sectional, all state recognitions, and a lot of them are going on to play at the next level. So be sure to buckle up and let's watch some good lacrosse. So possessing the ball there was the red team. Back in the hands of the white squad. With the ball right now is Andrew Mullen of Maine South. He dishes it to his teammate number 16, Cooper Miller. Loose ball picked up by the red squad. Big Danny Van Camp standing at 6'4" from Lake Forest. Low shot is just barely saved. Brody Netsky from the home team here, the St. Ignatius Wolfpack. And Netsky's 6'2" frame might be familiar to a couple long-time Recruitlings viewers, but we're going to hold that thought. A behind-the-back goal to start this one off for the white team. Some Sports Center top 10 material right after the first face-off. We're going to wait to see who that goal's officially scored to. I believe it was number 8, Trevor Marte of New Trier. Do not hear an announcement from the PA people upstairs. We're going to stick with that. First goal of the game goes to the white team off the stick of Marte. A beautiful behind-the-back move to kick things off. The white team's goalie we were talking about earlier, Brody Netsky, stands at 6'2". He's a part of this St. Ignatius Wolfpack team that's hosting this event. And not only is he the goalie for their lacrosse team and for the white team here, Recruitlings viewers that were with us back in the winter remember Netsky as the goalie for the St. Ignatius hockey team. Netsky helped shore up a defense that helped St. Ignatius win their 4th straight Kennedy Cup, making them champions of the CCHL for the last 4 seasons. Different sport, different vibes, though. The red team's looking to score on the prolific Netsky. With the ball for a second there was 37, Aiden Weizar. Now loose ball is scooped up by his teammate, 29, Jonah Frank. That pass goes astray, and we're going to have white ball. Unable to come up with that one. Or excuse me, passing that one was Thomas Sutters, one of the late additions to this red team. Happy to have him on the field, however. White ball coming with it. Xander Gorman from Mount Carmel. Gorman committed to play in Bellarmine University for the rest of his lacrosse career. Bellarmine's in the A-Sun Conference. Certainly be seeing a lot of Gorman in a Bellarmine uniform. For now, white team still with the ball. Garrett Wills passes to Andrew Einfalt. He goes to the X-man behind the net. Far side, Andrew Mullen. He goes right side, double team, save successfully. Number 24, Aiden Hughes is the first of the goalies trotting out for the red team. His first test of the day. Well, second, really, if you get that behind-the-back attempt. But the 5'10 Hughes holds firm. Hughes is from Loyola Academy. And the next step for him, he'll be going to U Iowa to be a Hawkeye. While the scoreboard didn't update here at Fornelli Field, we will keep you updated with our own score bug. It's still 1-0 in favor of the white team. Red moves the rock around, fighting for position in the middle. Defense holds firm. Loose balls picked up by white. Talked about the girls' state championship weekend earlier. Let's talk about the boys. Lake Forest defeats New Trier by a score of 8-5 in the state championship game. That marks 2 state titles in a row for the Lake Forest program. And they've been in the top 3 of the state each of the last 5 years. Potentially would have been 6 if the 2020 season was not canceled due to that one pandemic we all went through. You guys remember that? That stunk. Lake Forest with an impressive game, though. They were down 3-1 to the New Trier Trevians and came back to win by 3. And what a year for New Trier. on both the boys and girls side. The girls won the championship, as we mentioned earlier. The boys state runner-up. We're also state champions in boys hockey, defeating Bennett Academy down at the United Center by a score of 1-0. The New Trier Trevians really showing their prowess. They've sent more than a couple of their representatives to this game. But for now, white team's got a chance. Maybe one too many passes there from Charlie Foley of Wheaton. He collects, though, and looks to make something happen. He pauses, fakes back, shoots at a tough angle, stepping near post to block that is Hughes. Foley goes blocked by a defender, got up in the air. I think Hughes lost track of it, and that allowed, I believe that's Trevor Marte once again to get his second goal of the night. We're going to see if we have an announcement there. But the white team really early on leads 2-0. While we're on the topic of Trevor Marte, the 6'1" attacker is committed to playing lacrosse at DePaul University, a D3 school not too far from here in the state of Indiana. Marte himself had 2 goals in that state title game and almost willed New Trier to victory single-handedly. He is joined on this white team by his teammate. He's somewhere here. I just saw his name. Where is he? There he is. Ian Schneisland. Another New Trier guy. He plays defense. Schneisland's heading to IU Bloomington to be a Hoosier once he's done here at New Trier. Shifting our focus to the red team, looking to get their first goal tonight. That shot's low from number 36, Michael Toscher of St. Viator. Reds first to the line. They will act first with the ball. Nick Kazi flips back to Weizar. Action towards the goal goes nowhere. Brick wall, Brody Netsky perseveres once again. Past midfield, taking himself, Einfalt. Andrew Einfalt attended Bennett Academy, another one of those Red Wings. And if he doesn't know the song Rocky Top by the Osborne Brothers, he sure will soon. Einfalt's heading to the University of Tennessee, Knoxville to be a volunteer. White team's attacking, though. Focus on them off the helmet, I believe, of Marte, looking for his third. Wanted a hat trick early on. We play on, however. 32 of the red team, Ben Spritz of Deerfield. Gives a couple twirls of the stick, sizing up the defense. Stutter step move from Cullen Osterman. Osterman's from Wheaton North, but the next time you see him playing lacrosse, it'll be at Lawrence University, a D3 school. Backhanded shot goes wide right of Brody Netsky's net. Netsky really does have the perfect name for somebody who plays goalie in 2-sport. If you have net in your name, I think the position chose you before you chose the position. Netsky flips it out and the white team's running. With possession, number 19, Andrew Einfalt. And excuse me, that was actually number 16, Cooper Miller, with a absolute hurl of a shot wide left of the net of Hughes. White was first to it, and they will act with it. Number 9, Andrew Mullen from Maine South. He'll play catch with Charlie Foley behind the net. Foley's another Wheaton Academy guy. Lafayette College is in his lacrosse future. Cutting through the middle. Back was almost another back, behind the back goal, rather, but the pass went right to his teammate, and that's a goal right there. So many things are happening. I got almost confused there. Andrew Mullen, number 9 from Maine South. Joining the fun. He gets a goal, and that score now leaves us 3-0 in favor of the team wearing white. So 3 unanswered goals to start this game for the white team. Red team's full of all-stars just the same. How will they respond? inevitably winning the face-off and controlling first. Joris Wright from Lane Tech. Wright gets it back in the middle. Pass to him from teammate Jonah Frank. Frank is one of the Neuqua Valley guys. He's joined by his teammate from Neuqua Valley, Owen Barth. But the white team with another chance off the side of the net. Trickles out of bounds. Possession stays with the team in the white jerseys. Foley first to grab it. Near side goal, shot is good. Number 7, Charlie Foley doing it himself after the restart. 4-0, white team.
You want to get this face up or?
We said it before, we'll say it again. A big thank you to these coaches volunteering their time to come out here and offer these exceptional senior standouts one last chance to suit up as a high school lacrosse player. On the white team, you have Adam Dixon, coach of New Trier, alongside Charles Kidder from Lyons Township. On the red team, Nate Kane of the state champion Lake Forest, and Jordan Bobo from Neuqua Valley. A lot of representation from those teams that made it to the state championship weekend on both sides of the ball. On the white team, 3 players from St. Ignatius. Didn't have to travel far for this one, of course. 2 from Lyons Township, 2 from New Trier, and 2 from Wheaton Academy. On the red team, you got a pair of players from each of the schools: Barrington, Lake Forest, Loyola, and Neuqua Valley. Substitutions being made for both squads. Red still looking for their first goal of the game. Controlling right now is Aiden Weisar. Weisar went to Barrington. He stands at 6'2", and he'll be playing lacrosse at the University of Alabama Huntsville, where he'll study aerospace engineering. Red with a chance there. Weisar cutting right down the middle, but couldn't get that cleanly and flick it into the net of the white squad. Low pass means a loose ball. Red's got a chance to aim at the cage of whites. They do. That shot bounces past Netsky and in. Red's first goal of the game scored by number 29, Jonah Frank. So Red is able to cut into the white team's lead, but not by much. 4-1. Everything's still coming up white so far. Jonah Frank, the goal scorer there, as mentioned before, from Neuqua Valley. Stands at 5'10", plays the attacker position. His lacrosse future will be at Denison University in Division III's North Coast Athletic Conference. One of the many D3 schools that makes up the state of Ohio and the Midwest in general. Seems to be the center and hub for Division III athletics. Maxwell Strong, he's entered the game, had the ball there for a second. Now it's got it to his teammate in Frank, the goal scorer. Middle for Wright. Tough defense negates the chance for him. Dangerous there. Fed on the ground, and Netsky was able to swallow it up with his big old fishnet. Whatever you call those big old sticks. Absolute laser of a shot is pure from number 5, Benny Bezterry, his first goal of the night. Bezterry, one of the trio of the St. Ignatius Wolfpack players that got to play on their home field for this All-Star game. He's joined by his classmates. They're on here somewhere. Benny Bezterry, Trip Arnold, and Brody Netsky, of course, in nets. So it looks like we are going to do the 15-minute quarters. My apologies for not paying more attention to that. At the end of the first quarter, though, the white team has a big lead over the red team by a score of 5-1.
Cut in the huddle.
Max Heads, custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
From the field to your feed, sports is more than a game. It's a lifestyle. At Frank Arroyo Sports Content, we specialize in creating hype and highlight reels that showcase you and your team's best moments. Preserve your greatest achievements for the world to see and drive engagement on social media. We bring athletes, fans, and sports enthusiasts together in one dynamic community. Because connecting people, sharing stories, making memories, that's what we're all about.
Welcome back to Fornelli Field at St. Ignatius College Prep. The first quarter of this boys' high school all-star game was all-white team. Pair of goals from Trevor Marte was followed up by a goal each from Andrew Mullen, Charlie Foley, and Benny Besteri. Make 5 goals in the first. Only 1 goal for the red team, but it was a huge one to show that this red team still has some life. Jonah Frank netted it late in this first period, and we will head into the second of 4 running clock 15-minute periods. This time, red team's going to dictate the offense first. Number 36, Michael Toscher of St. Viator. Had it, lost it, Reds first to it. And 30, Jack Kenny of Glenbrook North is going to see what he can do with it. Defense mirroring him, aiming and firing just over the net of Brody Netsky.
Tauscher, set one. Tauscher, set one. Set one.
Ben Spritz to start. Spritz, a 5'6" attacker from Deerfield. He's the all-time leading goal scorer in Deerfield's history. Toscher behind the net, wants to find an angle, finds a man in the middle. Can't get it cleanly with that tough defense from the white squad. Ball's kicked at the referee. Loose ball cannot be scooped up. Heading the other way.
Tauscher, go set one.
We actually will keep it with the red squad here. Number 30, Jack Kenny. Tight man-to-man defense from Sean Coltkin of Lyons Township.
Move it. Here we go. Clear through, clear through, clear through.
Back out top, Weizar. In the middle, backhanded shot, no good.
Keep grinding this out. Keep grinding this out.
A pressure and pace certainly be implied by the red team. Again, all these kids want to win. Doesn't matter if it's exhibition. They want to get this goal, and they do right there. Number 36, Michael Toscher breaks through. It is 5-2 now in favor of the white team. It's a huge goal for red, just another sign of life from their offense. Toscher, the St. Viator grad, committed to High Point University to further his lacrosse career. And once again, like I said in the girls' game, a majority of these guys, if not just about all of them, will be heading and playing some ball at the next level. Could not find information on every single one of our standout athletes on the field, so I do apologize if my information is incomplete or inaccurate. Feel free to chime in the YouTube chat so I can recognize your young athlete accordingly. Thanks for tuning in here on this Thursday evening broadcast on Recruitlings, folks. My name is Andy Diedrich. We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. We're having a lot of fun. We hope you could say the same. It's Spritz kicking out to number 26, Thomas Bardenhagen. First time we called his name. He fights in off the left side. Solid check from Bardenhagen to try and gain possession of that back. And a nifty looking save from Trip Arnold, but it was a bit too late. Red's going to start this one. Up top, Osterman. He makes his plunge. Back around the net, Spritz. Looking for a cutting man, wanted to take it himself, back out. Hurling a shot towards the net and going just wide left. Lucas Winkleman. Winkleman, 5'11", from McHenry High School. Yet another guy that's committed to a small school in Ohio. He's going to Ohio Northern University. Shot saved, Netsky, ball pops up. First to grab it is Spritz. Can he keep it in? He does. Nifty work there to keep it in, although we got a bit of a patty cake battle over there. Ball's out. Stays with the red squad. Spritz spending a lot of time behind the net right now, really trying to find some cutting man to cut into this white team lead. Nick Kazi had it, tried to make a play happen. Kazi himself standing at 5 feet 6 inches tall from Buffalo Grove. Yet another soon-to-be member of the Illinois Fighting Illini. He committed there not too long ago. Cameron Crew, his tall frame, goes around the net and finds a teammate back there. Benny Besteri, he's got a goal today and wants to make it 2. Inside, shot. Saved by the keeper once again. This time it's number 25, Owen Barth, making the save for the red team. We had Aiden Hughes in the first quarter. This time it's Barth of Neuqua Valley, the second goalie listed on the red team's roster. So Barth and his teammate, the other Neuqua Valley representative on this all-star team, Jonah Frank, one of our goal scorers for the Red. Not just them, though. One of their coaches, Jordan Bobo, is here in attendance, volunteering his time, of course. You know, thank you to all those coaches that we mentioned before. The Lake Forest players coming off their state championship. Marty Hipple and... just saw his name. Promise I can read, guys. Danny Van Camp. That's because my hand was on his name. But yes, Danny Van Camp, Marty Hipple, the 2 Lake Forest state champions, joined by their state champion head coach, Nate Kane, on the red squad. Adam Dixon's new Trier team has 2 of his players represented here tonight. Brought them up before, Ian Schneisland and Trevor Marte. And then Charles Kidder, Lyons Township. He is the second coach of the white team today, representing Lyons. Colin Koltkin. And his brother Sean Koltkin. Family affair for the Koltkins and the white team, and whether it's due to their impact or not, it's been going well for white. They still lead 5-2 as we are just about halfway done through this second quarter. Andrew Mullen had a full head of steam, but white was offside. We're heading back the other way. And quickly pushing the pace is the red team. Van Camp, big aim and fire. I'm not sure how exactly the goalie got in front of that, but he did. And we actually do have a sub for the man in the white net now. Wearing number 28, one of the other goalies on the white team, Nathan Peak. He stands at 6 feet tall from Downers Grove. He's committed to play his ball at the College of DuPage pretty soon. Bouncing ball wasn't received cleanly. It's Maxwell Strong. His pass batted away from Gorman. Jack Kenny takes his time. Near side, Kazi. Back and forth, breaks to his right. Wants to shoot. Had a bit of an angle, but standing strong in one of his first looks of action out here is Nathan Peak. Picked a bad time to take a sip of my drink. White's got another goal on the board. Number 12, Max Branson from Frem, pushes this lead even further. It's 6-2 in favor of those gentlemen wearing the white jerseys. I'm running out of ways to refer to these teams. It's white team and red team. Should I come up with mascots? I don't really know. We'll stick with white team and red team. Either way, whatever you want to call them, 6-2 in favor of the white team so far. And approaching 5 minutes remaining in this first half. A fierce face-off is collected by the red team, and number 42, Matt Klein from Loyola. Klein, another one of those guys that plays lacrosse and hockey and happens to be really good at both. Was an all-star in his conference for hockey, and he's clearly one of the best in the state at lacrosse as well. Toscher. His second goal of the night is... It's good. I don't know where I was going with that. Toscher's got his second goal of the night. The midfielder from St. Viator, one of the sole sources of offense so far for the red team. Hopefully that kickstarts them into getting this game a little more tied up. You know, lacrosse is a crazy sport. Ebbs and flows every sort of way with the amount of talent we see out here. Who could say what's to happen? A bit too eager on that face-off. Number 38, Joris Wright. Benefits the red team. Speeding in, shot right side of the goal, not quite. He had a look there. That's 36, Toscher, who wants his hat trick already. Guarding his stick well. Grounder pass back out to Osterman. Osterman's from Wheaton North. Osterman's next step, Lawrence University. D3 lacrosse in his future. Having a slide and then canceling it right there. Number 7, Charlie Foley. Far side with the ball, Mullen. Mullen with a absolute frozen rope of a shot at the ground. Seemed to be deflected. Red collected it for a second. Back in the hands of White, though. Six to 3, White team. They have a chance to extend their lead. Just about 2.5 minutes left to play in the first half. Foley, nice set of moves. Laser of a shot is pure. Second goal of the night for Wheaton's Charlie Foley. Always good to see these players coming from a lot of different cities, schools, backgrounds, whatever it is. They all just seem to want to support each other, make sure everybody has some success, most importantly has some fun out here. Foley got some love from his teammates running back. Getting position over here. Just a wonderful thing to see for these young men. Good hit of the stick there to knock that one loose from Braden Bartlett of the red team. The 6-foot defenseman from York heading to Rhodes College after to probably do a lot of what you just saw there. Jack Fischel setting a screen for his teammate Ben Spritz. Out top to Weisar. Bartenhagen right side. Fakes to go inside the doubles there. His shot bounces in front of the net. Goes all the way out, and no one's there but the red team. They'll stick with it. First to act will be Fischel. Shot's no good. Fischel to collect again. Jack Fischel's from Barrington, and he has committed to play at Bellarmine, just like somebody on the white team. Xander Gorman's also going to be heading there too. So while they're foes out here right now, they are soon to be teammates at the next level. Back out top, hurls, stopped. Loose ball is scooped up from Nathan Peak. He's done a good job in the few minutes he's gotten here early in the second quarter, rather early in this game, I should say. Spinning and losing the balls, the white team. Finally collected with one of those long poles from Marty Hipple. Bouncing shot, easily collected just as time expires. Firing it down there for nothing else but the love of the game is Peak. And as it stands after the first 30 minutes of play here at Fornelli Field, this all-star game is going to the white team. 7-3, the white team leads over the red team. We're going to take a short break, folks. We got 30 minutes of all-star lacrosse heading at you right after this.
Max Heads, custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
From the field to your feed, sports is more than a game. It's a lifestyle. At Frank Arroyo Sports Content, we specialize in creating hype and highlight reels that showcase you and your team's best moments. Preserve your greatest achievements for the world to see and drive engagement on social media. We bring athletes, fans, and sports enthusiasts together in one dynamic community. Because connecting people, sharing stories, making memories, that's what we're all about.
mean, he got an offer from Tampa.
Welcome back to Fornelli Field at St. Ignatius College Prep in Chicago South Side. 1 half down, 1 to go for these boys all-stars of Illinois senior lacrosse. A lot of action in the first, most of it coming off of the sticks of the white team. 2 goals each for Charlie Foley and Trevor Marte, a goal apiece from Benny Besteri, Andrew Mullen, and Max Branson. On the opposite side, the red team's only netted 3 goals. They are just in this, or as in this one as you could be. I don't know what I was saying there. You get the point. 2 goals from Michael Toscher, 1 goal from Jonah Frank make up the 3 on the scoreboard for the red team. So a 4-goal deficit had to be made up, but if this is any bit as good as the first half, I'm sure we are in for a treat for the next 30 minutes, folks. First face-off, still fighting for it. Gonna be scooped up by the white team and number 22, Riley Mitchell of Vernon Hills. Pass can't be fielded cleanly by Andrew Mullen. Back the other way for the red team. Big Danny Van Camp standing at 6'4". Van Camp's actually committed to play lacrosse at Yale University after he's done here. He epitomizes the gentleman and the scholar we like to call a lot of our athletes we get to interview. I believe he's the only Ivy League player I have listed here, or player that's heading to the Ivy League, I should say. I once applied to an Ivy League school. It was the quickest rejection letter I think I've ever gotten. Near left side, number 28 of red, that's Jack Fischel. Back out to the top, Weizar. Little left to right shot there from Jonah Frank. Wanted his second of the day. He scored the first goal of the game for Red, but Red having some troubles going and putting that ball in the back of the nylon. Even there, the defense and prowess in the goal of newly entered man in the net, Nathan Peak. Everything's going well for the white squad. Miller past midfield. Cooper Miller from Wheaton Academy. Mullins behind the net. He'll play catch with Trevor Marte. Cameron Cruz standing at 6'4" from Stevenson will aim and fire. But low enough for Aiden Hughes, who has re-entered the game. Make an easy save. Reds pushing the pace. Maybe a bit too fast. White stole it back. The long pull of Ian Schneislen, who I have listed at 6 feet 7 inches. And looking at him now, yeah, that seems pretty accurate. The new Trier defenseman surely towers over his competition. And it pays off for White. Off the pole, it seems. Rebound opportunity is good, however. Charlie Foley's got his hat trick. And we're only a couple minutes into the second half, folks. Score now stands 8-3, white team. Face-off circle contains the likes of Michael Toscher. Opposite him, actually didn't catch that number, I believe. Actually not sure who that is. Never mind, however, white team's controlling, wanting to extend their lead yet again. John Hughes of Nazareth Academy feeds it down low to Mullen. Mullen back out. aiming and was with quite the windup, getting ready to fire that one, was Max Gimberts, the future member of the Crimson Tide. Long pull, shot. Easy stick save. Nathan Peak still in net, still making saves in that end of the field. Second chance here for Gimbert. White team working it around. They're now on the far side. Over in that left wing, Foley. John Hughes gives it to Gimbert. John Hughes. Back out middle, trying to find space in that slot area of the field. Defense paying a lot of attention to Foley behind the net. He's got 3 goals and a hat trick. Can he do it again? Faked a little too hard backside. Ball safely given back to Aiden Hughes, and Red will start up their offensive attack once again. Osterman's pass is intercepted. Fast break opportunity for the white team. Aiming and doing it himself, but bouncing it and going wide. Absolute laser of a shot from Garrett Wills. Wills stands at 5'8". He went to Kaneland High School and is committed to bringing his prowess to Illinois Wesleyan University. Down low, once again. Team keeps feeding Andrew Mullen, see what he can do. Middle, bounce, score! Garrett Wills of Kaneland was possessing the ball a lot in that last possession. Was ready for his opportunity, cutting down the middle there. The white team is really running some victory laps already on this red team. 9-3 in favor of the White All-Stars. Shout out to our YouTube chatters, including one of my good friends, Noah Schenker. And most importantly, my mom and dad. Hi, guys. Our face-off cam provided by our man down on the field, our correspondent, Frank Arroyo. Frank does a lot of good stuff. He's gotten a lot of good stuff for us today. Sometimes when the bird's eye view gets a little old, it's nice to see what the players are seeing down with their own 2 eyes. Scrum for the ball in the middle. Who's got it? Coming out of that dog pile, number 20, Xander Gorman. And White can get in their set offense, and they got to feed that ball cleanly first. And they do not do so. I know I've said this a couple times. I said it in the girls' game. I only said it once during this boys' game, but it really is impressive how many of these young men and young women earlier, of course, I can't even compliment them without them scoring a goal right there. Number 29, Jonah Frank, his second of the day. It's now 9-4, white team. But so many of these players you see out here in the field going on to continue their lacrosse career at the next level. Trying to give all of them a shout out as I can. It's a hectic game as you've seen so far. I'm trying to balance that a little bit, but scoring that goal there, Jonah Frank. Like I said before, he's heading to Denison. Other notable records from this game. Sean Koltkin playing alongside his brother, Colin Koltkin, both from Lyons Township. Colin actually scored the game winner as time expired against the home team here, the St. Ignatius Wolfpack, when they were playing in the regionals. Red team mounting their comeback efforts. There's a shot that bounces way up and out of here. Thomas Sutter's setting it in there with quite the velocity. Sutters wants round 2. Cuts back towards the middle, met with defense, probably have to dish it off. He runs all the way back and passes it as he's retreating. Behind the net, once again, Spritz. Fakes one way, goes the other. Near side, kicks it back out to the wing. Osterman met with 2 defenders. Pass not fielded cleanly. Trickles out. White's going to control and have a chance to get to double digits on the scoreboard. And as play slows here, I think I'll take this moment to try and recognize everybody on both teams that will be playing lacrosse in the NCAA pretty soon. Of course, as soon as I say that, then play speeds up. That ball's up and out. Red's going to control. All right, perfect time. Here we go. So on the white team, Jack Hartman. I got a commitment to Ohio Wesleyan from him. Nathan Peaks going to the College of DuPage. Charlie Foley's going to Lafayette College. They play in the NCAA's Patriot League. Trevor Marte going to DePaul University, D3 school in Indiana. Andrew Mullins going to Marist. He'll actually be joining his older brother Sean Mullen, who already plays at Marist. Nicholas Seatman of South Elgin, committed to Quincy University, Division II school. Mentioned him before. Garrett Wills of Kaneland going to Illinois Wesleyan. Xander Gorman going to Bellarmine. He'll be joining his opponent today, but his soon-to-be teammate on the opposing team, Jack Fischel. And with 3.5 minutes to go, White gets on the board again for their 10th goal of the day. Believe that was number 5, Benny Besteri, getting on the stat sheet for the second time tonight. And as for the red team, you know, of course, my notes are incomplete. It's difficult to find information on a lot of these young athletes, but according to my notes, all the commitments on the red team, Thomas Bartenhagen of Bennett Academy will be heading to Mercer. Nick Kazi's going to Illinois. Jack Fischel, of course, going to Bellarmine like Xander Gorman. Mentioned Jonah Frank going to play D3 ball at Denison. Lucas Winkleman going to Ohio Northern. Not to be confused with Ohio Wesleyan, like Jack Hartman's future enrollment. Cullen Osterman going to Lawrence University, D3 ball. Another Illinois Wesleyan guy, Maxwell Strong from Riverside and Brookfield. So he'll be joining Garrett Wills. Again, another case of opponents today, teammates tomorrow. Michael Toscher's going to High Point U. Aiden Weisar is going to University of Alabama, Huntsville. Braden Bartlett to Rhodes College. Bart Buscelli into Swarthmore College, one of the top D3 lacrosse programs in the country. Danny Van Camp going to Yale. I believe that's everybody I have listed here. I'm sure there's more, and I apologize if I missed out. There's just so much talent on this field tonight. It's just hard to contain it all. Hard to tell you the full encapsulation of truly how great these athletes are. Less than 2 minutes in the third. 10-4, White squad leads. Field level view provided by Frank Arroyo once again. Behind the net, continuing to fake. Spritz lost it after that double team from White. They've been swarming him all night. Netsky comes pretty far out of his net to get that. Is mirrored pretty closely on the defensive side by Kazi, who steals it. Had a look at the empty net. Bounced it off the pole. Rebound collected by Spritz. He tries to go behind his back. Neski collects and wants to get it out in transition, and does. Cameron Crew, also a football player, dishes it to his teammate. Spinning, shooting, deflected, up and out. Who's first to it? It is the White All-Stars retaining possession. Coming near side, making a pretty impressive save. Did that go across the line? Referee says no. Bit of an off-balance save. Aiden Hughes keeping his team in contention. Hot shot coming off the wand of Cullen Osterman, easily saved by Netsky. It seems like Weiss just able to turn around easily. That shot goes in the net just after the final horn sounds of the third quarter. That goal will not count. However, White team have certainly amassed a large lead here in the first 3 periods. Heading into the final 15 minutes, the White All-Stars lead the Red All-Stars by a score of 10-4.
Max Heads, custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Thanks, Frank. Tell him I have no idea what I'm doing.
No, but at least he sounds like he knows what he's doing.
You heard it here first, folks. We're making things up as we go. 10-4, the White team leads over the Red squad. 15 minutes ago here at St. Ignatius College Prep in Chicago, Illinois. Lacrosse is a difficult sport. I will say personally, it is a sport I was not introduced to until after I had graduated high school. It's undoubtedly a sport that requires all the athletic prowess in the world. Amongst that, you got to be skilled, have to have good hands, good feet, good knowledge of the game. And these gentlemen out here do it the best. I think I'd get gas just running up and down about 10 yards, so my hat's off to them for even being out there as long as they have. I'm getting tired just standing here. Our running clock ticks, though. Just under 15 minutes in this all-star exhibition for all these seniors that are going to put their gear on for one last time in their high school careers. In front of me, you have a couple players from both benches going over to sharing some pleasantries with the other squad. It's really what this game's all about. It's recognition of the tripping and falling there and losing the ball back in possession of the White. This game's about the recognition of just all the accomplishments in however many years each of these players has played the sport and of their abilities. And whether it's a final showcase, maybe it's the last time they'll play in a regulated competitive lacrosse game, or just a preview for what we might see at the next level for a lot of these players, it's a treat regardless. It is a, once again, thanks to everybody that made this happen. St. Ignatius College Prep for hosting, US Lacrosse for being here, our whole crew here at Recruitlings. Thanks for joining us, folks. We appreciate it.
One guy in the crease. There we go. Frank is pushed from after you get the ball. gotta be fucking kidding. Sorry, Cameron.
Faking, heading back the other way, Xander Gorman of the white squad. And we'll give a shout out to number 22, Riley Mitchell of the white team. I haven't called his name yet, but from Vernon Hills High School, plays defender. He'll be attending the University of Florida. You can't see it, but I'm chomping up here in the booth. Go Gators.
Hey, we still got numbers 8. Let's get somebody on the crease. Get somebody to act. Somebody to act.
Mitchell and the White All-Stars out to this 6-goal lead, which, if they wanted to, could probably sit back and coast on.
There you go. One more.
But since this being an All-Star showcase, they really want to, I wouldn't say add insult to injury. That makes it sound like they are doing this for nefarious reasons. I just think they want to have some fun, you know? Hot shot bounce, short hop saved, Netsky. Oh, excuse me, that's Jack Hartman who's entered the game for the White All-Stars, the soon-to-be Ohio Wesleyan lacrosse player. Impressive couple saves from Hartman in this quarter, as well as I believe the end of last, so my apologies to Jack Hartman. White team's had 3 really solid men in the net so far. Jack Hartman, Brody Netsky, Nathan Peak. Shouting out the men in the net for the red team as well, and Aiden Hughes and Owen Barth. Laser of a shot up high. Cooper Miller really got a hold of that one. Out up top, Seatman. Contested shot. Trickles out, White's first to act. Stolen away by the red team. Say hello, 41, Marty Hipple. One of those Lake Forest state champions. Hail Mary pass intercepted. Back the other way, Cameron Crew. And Cameron Crew stands at 6'4", at least that's what I have him listed as. The beautiful thing about this sport, there are guys here that are 5'6", and there are guys here that are 6'6", or 6'7", if you're Ian Schneisland. It is just impressive the array of different looking athletes you can get in this sport that are all able to compete at the highest level. I mean, in terms of the taller guys, I already mentioned Schneisland. Cameron Crew, 6'4". Andrew Mullen and Nicholas Seatman are 6'2". Colin Culkin, 6'1". On the red team, Jack Fischel, 6'3". Aiden Weisar, 6'2", and Braden Bartlett, 6 feet even. And Danny Van Camp, 6'4". It's just unbelievable. You have that, and then also on the red team, one of their main contributors tonight is 5'6" Ben Spritz. It's what makes this game such a beautiful one. Really trying to get something going, and just off of the stick or maybe face mask of Jack Hartman, who makes another save. Collected by Matt Klein. Back out up top, looking for an angle to shoot is 34 Cullen Osterman. Get a quick little substitution. Crashing it hard, Aiden Weisar. Defense on him, stout. Weisar back to the right wing, faking, shooting, scoring! Number 29, Jonah Franks got his hat trick. 5th goal of the night for the red team. They now only trail by 5. 10-5, White All-Stars lead. Under 9 minutes to go at Fornelli Field. Assuming this result holds and it does not become a 1 or 2 goal game, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a bit of theatrics and flair towards the end here. You know, the first goal of the game, which I believe was scored by Trevor Marte, that behind the back shot to lead things off. Who knows what we're going to see in these final minutes of the game. Bouncing shot saved again by Hartman. Firing that one in there for the red team. I believe once again was Toscher. He wants his own hat trick.
Clear through, Frank. Clear through. It's a righty. Clear through for him. Keep going.
Far side, Maxwell Strong. He'll work the middle. Left-handed pass right in front of the net. Bouncing shots is good from number 28, Jack Fischel. The tall man gets the red team's second goal in as many minutes. It's a great job. I believe it was Maxwell Strong that sucked in the defense on his drive. Found the big man cutting through right near the crease. Fischel did the rest. Faceoff just barely won by number 36, Michael Toscher. Toscher's got it again. He's got to be careful. That defense coming in from behind him. Gets it out quickly. Osterman. In the X position behind the net. Couple of fakes. Will he try to score? Pass is intercepted by the long pole of number 20, Xander Gorman. Ten to 6, the White All-Stars lead. They want to get their lead back to 5. Will they do so? Reverse shot behind the back. Went wide of the net. Recap on the goal scorers we've seen today for both teams. 3 goals from Charlie Foley of the white team. Following him, a pair of goals both from Trevor Marte and Benny Besteri. And a singular ball in the net from Andrew Mullen, Garrett Wills, and Max Branson. For the red team, hat trick, Jonah Frank. Michael Toscher's got 2. Jack Fischel with that last goal for his first of the night. They should have names in other sports for like a trio of scores. They don't have a cool name if you score like 30 points in basketball. They just say you had 30 points. These are things I think about, folks. This keeps me up at night. Five minutes to play. White still controls. Far side kicking it back out. Centering to Besteri. Left wing Miller. Uses the screen, fight backs towards the middle. Wanted to hit his rolling teammates in Besteri. Couldn't find him. Loose ball, who's got it? Jonah Frank. Can he make it 4 goals for the night? Defense, there it was number 21, Sean Koltgen. Wonder if he knew that. Wonder if he knew Jonah Frank had 3, wanted to make it 4, and just wanted to play spoiler. Either way, great defensive effort. That pass intercepted. This time it is Owen Barth that's back in nets. Him and Aiden Hughes have been switching off. Red works it up. Kenny. Frank back to the middle. Bouncing shot far wide of the net. Kenny's going to restart on that back line. Under 4 minutes to go. It's never over till it's over. If Red gets a goal quickly here, who knows what can happen. Kenny fakes. Quick shot out, fake. Met with a double team. Fischel has 1 tonight. And Fischel almost made it 2. That might have just been the possession to secure the White All-Stars the win. But of course, I would doubt they're even thinking anything like that at this point. Want to get their stats up. It's an All-Star game. Why not? Shot right side, up and over. Barth was ready for it, did not have to make a save. Firing that one in there was Seatman from South Elgin. Mullins got it, defended by Strong. Behind the net, looking for cutting guys. It goes around his back with the stick. Foley looking to shoot. Foley reverses it to absolutely nobody. The referee was standing there, actually. I believe his stick got hit as he was sending that one over to a teammate of his. Under 2 minutes remain. Foley taking his sweet old time in the end zone back there. Double team comes. Foley's got to get rid of it. Somehow gets through that double team. Wanted to shoot again and just put that one a bit too high, maybe a bit too much mustard on it. I think that phrase still works in lacrosse. I think that's just whenever you say something that's too powerful. That's not for you guys to worry about. I'll figure that out. White team restarts. Far side. Spin move, maybe a bit too hard. Falling down. Red possesses. On that far side, Spritz. Fakes right, goes left, back out. Frank, he's got 3 tonight. Fakes up top, goes left, bouncing shot. Again, almost goes in. It just seems like these defenders are getting these charging players from the red team just a bit off and affecting their shots. Less than 30 seconds to go. Both teams want one more shot at it, and looks like Red's going to do just that. That might be your last goal of the night right there, and celebrating that one accordingly, Michael Toscher with his own hat trick. And riding the pony on his opposing team right there. And then hugging the goalie for the white team, Jack Hartman. Michael Toscher celebrating his 3rd goal of the night accordingly, but it doesn't matter. Your final score for this boys all-star senior showcase, white team 10, red team 7. A wonderful game played by both squads out here. You have plenty of players moving on to the next level. There's just so much talent out here tonight, and it was really a treat to watch no matter who won. We'll have both teams line up and shake hands, and once again, white scored 10, red 7. Leading goal scorers, Charlie Foley had 3 on the white side, and then 2 hat tricks for Michael Toscher and Jonah Frank on the red team. We'll go down to field side as we see the players exchange pleasantries for one last time in their high school uniforms, or high school gear, rather.
What would be the best angle to get the photos?
Hey, I think we're doing a big photo. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get some photos. Thanks. Hi, Nate?
Yes.
Chris.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. That's okay.
Both teams going to get here at midfield for a picture, of course. You know, the main goal here today was to honor all of these senior athletes out here before they're officially whisked off to whatever their next step in their journey is. And I think we did just that. I hope both teams had fun in the process, all the fans here. But most importantly, I hope you joining us at home had fun watching both these girls and boys all-star games here tonight. It sure was a great time being here live from Fornelli Field. Thank you to St. Ignatius College Prep for hosting us. Thank you to US Lacrosse for coming here sponsoring this event. all the volunteers that made this happen. I think that's everybody I need to thank for the most part. We're going to say yes. We're going to get a look at everybody here at midfield.
I'll talk to you in a little bit, though. We got an angle.
We'll give it a second. Make sure everybody sees all the players, and they look nice, right?
Hey, he wants you guys to rotate. Rotate this way. Face this way so we can get the skyline. Red, move back a little bit. Red, move back. White. Guys, get as close as you can.
That's a good shot. Thank you to Frank Arroyo down there. Probably a bittersweet moment for all these high school seniors, or former high school seniors. I believe most of them have graduated. Get to play in the sport they love one last time. So as they wrap up things there with a picture at midfield, we're going to wrap things up here on Recruitlings for our entire crew. Technical Director Marlo Reishi, Eric Reishi, the man in charge, Frank Arroyo, our on-field correspondent. My name's Andy Diedrich saying so long from Fornelli Field. We'll see you next time.